Good morning, everyone. Matt, Nomadic Native, back with you. Thanks for tuning in. So we've made it to Blitzen RV, the premier Winnebago dealership, located only 1 mile from the Winnebago factory here in beautiful Forest City, Iowa. Population 4,152. We're in one of the courtesy spots with electric hookups. Dump station is about 4 blocks that way, with fresh water down there as well. Today is Monday, and our service appointment for warranty service work is on Wednesday. So we'll be sitting here for a couple of nights until we have service. And what I'm going to show you today in this video is what's going to be done, what needs to be fixed after a year and over 14,000 miles, what's gone wrong and what needs to be taken care of. We left here 1 year ago this month, I think it was, pretty sure, with this brand new RV. And we thought it would be interesting for you guys if we were to show you what's gone wrong in that year. So let's start on the outside. Here's the first thing. See the awning? The little flap over right there is coming apart. That is the actual awning material coming apart. The, I don't know, rubberized plastic stuff is peeling away from the, looks like some type of internal netting they glue it to or something, and it's just coming apart. So the awning is going to have to be replaced. See this piece of trim right here? It's on both sides of each slide. Okay, there's the one right there, and one of them came loose and completely off. Should be right here, and they're gonna have to put that back on and secure it. And let's see, I think that, so another thing is on the outside, the door. This door doesn't fit properly. I mean, it latches okay and everything, but when we're going down the road, we can see the top and the bottom of the door bouncing in and out. What we've learned is other people who've had this problem, the service techs take a piece of board and put it right here to jam the door, and then they bend the top and the bottom of the door to better fit the door opening. So have them do that, and we have some type of hammering noise coming up from this area underneath the coach. Sounds like metal to metal hammering sometimes when we're going down the road. Try to get them to take care of that as well, if they can find it. The only other thing we have on the outside of the coach is, and this is common in the Forza line, we have some water. If we're driving in the rain, we have some water that gets into the bays that are right behind the wheels. It's a bad thing in front because we have stuff stored, you know, in the bays, our personal items that we don't want getting wet. But it's a much worse problem back here at the back, because this is the power bay right behind the wheel that gets wet. That's where you know, all the power cord and the transfer switch and all of that is, the surge suppressor and all that. So we don't want that bay getting wet. And over here on the passenger side, the bay that is right behind the wheel is where the inverter and the charge controllers are. So we don't want water getting in there either. And that's about it on the outside. That's pretty much everything that I need them to do on the outside. So let's go inside and I'll show you what's going on in there that's got to be fixed. Okay, so things that we need to have fixed here inside the RV. Let's start up here at the front. First thing we got to have fixed is the fan speed knob on the air conditioner up here in the front of the cab. Up here in the cab, I mean. This fan speed knob will only works when we have it on full blast. The other lower settings do not work. So the other thing on the inside up at the front here is, and Tom, you're gonna have to get out of the way, buddy. Tom, hey, you gotta move. You gotta move. Come on. There. Okay. This little cabinet is where, you know, all the buttons are for everything and all that. Right here by the passenger seat, and if you can see this, it's moving just a little bit in and out from the wall. So I'm going to have them tighten that up a little bit. Moving back, we have a couple of pieces of wood trim that have popped off, like this one up here. You can see that one. We had two others pop off prior to this that we've had put back on up there at Winnebago Country Coach in Junction City, Oregon. And this is one of those that they put back on. And it's just held on with brad nails. And they use a bunch of them because they're not going very deep. And when you shake, rattle, and roll down the road, some of them will pop off. And what they do is they put them back on with using those same brad nails, but they put a little silicone adhesive behind it. And that solves the issue. We have two of those that need to be put back on. Let's see. The next thing is some of the windows have been giving us a little trouble. And it's mostly the side windows and the slides. When you slide this window up, it's supposed to catch on both sides up here, and it just doesn't. Right? So what we have to do is pull this up here and kind of cockeye it to get it to latch, and then the window will stay up. Shouldn't have to do that. So we're going to have them take a look at that. And let's see. The next thing is the front air conditioner. If you guys go back in our videos, longtime subscribers will probably remember this. I made a video, I think it's a video short, and I believe I called it Coleman Rain in Our New RV or something like that. If you go back and watch that video, you'll see that this is not just a little drip. That's why I called it Coleman Rain, because this thing was raining into the RV the first time it happened. And you can see that video. I got in touch with the service manager here at Listen RV, and we made a fix on it, and it seemed to help, but it's done it twice, again twice, so it's rained into the RV 3 times. I'm going to have them pull the air conditioner and put a new pad underneath it and reseal it to the roof, because never ever should an air conditioner rain into the RV, ever. Let's see, what else? Oh, right here in front of our sink, right down here on the floor, we have a soft spot in our floor. Now, what you have here is, for the chassis, you have the 2 rails that are running, you know, down here. And right between the 2 rails, right here where my foot is, there's a soft spot in the floor that flexes maybe an 1/8 inch to a 1/4 inch, somewhere around in there. And what they have to do there is go underneath into the basement and weld in a couple of cross braces between the 2 rails, and that will stiffen this floor up and make it really solid. Let's see, what else is there? The emergency exit window back there in the bedroom, the screen on it was never fit correctly and won't stay on, so they're going to have to take a look at that. And I would like for them to, right now, our gray water tank should have only one light because it's practically empty. But as you can see, those need to be recalibrated or something. If we have a full fresh water tank after just dumping our gray and black yesterday, this and our freshwater tank is still full, this should only have one light. I mean, there's hardly any water in there. That's about it. I believe that is the sum total of everything that has gone wrong with this RV since we bought it a year ago this month. We've driven it almost 15,000 miles. We've already had the first service done, and these are the only things that have come up bad or needs to be fixed in our 2017 Winnebago Forza 36G that we named Jabba our hut. So that's about it. That's everything. Let me give you guys one really quick piece of advice. This is very important. In most RVs, you have these front storage cabinets above your dash, right? And what I want to talk about is, what do you store in those cabinets, and more specifically, what do you store in the cabinet above your driver's seat? Because my point is, what I'm trying to get to is, above your driver's seat, you do not want to store anything that has any weight to it. And I'm going to show you why. The reason why is because when you're rolling down the road, things tend to shift around a little bit. And then you get stopped and you go to open that door and something has shifted, this way towards you. And when you open that door, it falls out. And when it falls out, it falls right onto your instrument panel. And if it has any weight to it, if it's a hard object or anything at all like that, this is what can happen. Can you see it? It's cracked. The lens on the gauge is cracked, on the speedometer. Lens on the odometer is also cracked. And let me show you what fell out of that cabinet that caused those cracks. This is probably going to be a little surprising to you, because it wasn't something heavy, really, like our Garmin GPS. What did it was this right here. Our tire pressure monitor. This thing doesn't weigh not even a pound. If it weighs half a pound, it would surprise me. It fell out of this cabinet when we opened it up, hit the steering column right here and bounced into the gauges and broke both of those covers, gauge covers, cracked them. So that's my piece of advice. Don't keep anything hard or heavy in this cabinet that could fall out and bust up your instrument panel.